fell off. Okay. We're better. Morning! I might have hit a cord and accidentally hit that camera. Good morning, everybody. It is a weird day out right now. One side of my house is really bright and one side is all black clouds. And it's making it feel like nighttime. And it's making this light hurt me. Very confusing. I hate these weird sideways light days. Good morning. It is, you know what, Dave? Bitch. It is. My house is. It is half and half right now. It's a yin yang and I don't like it. Good morning and happy Sunday, everybody. I hope you're doing well. I thought it was my mixer jumping. It's not. We're fine. Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday and welcome to the classiest place on earth. We're good now. I may or may not have knocked my camera down. It's fine. She seems fine. I hope you're all doing well on this fine-ass fucking Sunday. It is weird weather, and I don't like it. No audio skips? Okay, good. You never know with music these days. These damn Utes and their music. I don't know, like, what's actually music and what's, like, a glitch? You know what I'm saying. Is it actually Sunday? Dude, I was convinced for like 2 hours yesterday that it was Sunday yesterday. I was hard convinced that it was Sunday. It was not Sunday yesterday. Yesterday was Saturday. Not that it threw off any plans. I was just like, I was talking to movie night. I was like, I don't know if I should make gravy or gravy. And Mish is like, Sunday's gravy day. And I was like, isn't it Sunday? That's why I'm doing this. What do you mean? And that's when my brain was like, okay. All right. Not Sunday. It wasn't Sunday. I still made a gravy, but not tomato sauce. So that's today. That's today. Can today be Saturday again? I didn't make very pretty biscuits last night. I don't really want Saturday again. Going to a fancy dinner with the fam. Celebrating 20 years. Kona. I'm so happy you two found love. Congratulations. That's beautiful. Excuse me. It was Sunday in another country. I mean, sure, it was Sunday for the Brits, but I don't think there's any Brit waking up, at 4 a.m. to make tomato sauce. That's crazy. Who would do that? Preparation, true. I took all the tomatoes out of my freezer and they're all thawed on my counter now. So I have 2-gallon bags of tomatoes from my yard this summer, and I'm going to turn that into sauce tonight. So that should be fun. But I almost did it last night. Last night I made biscuits and gravy. I made breakfast for dinner, but I made biscuits from scratch because I have a ton of sourdough and I was trying to get rid of the starter and do something with it. And they didn't rise at all. They tasted really fucking good. Like, I'm a picky ass bitch. If I don't like it, I just won't eat it. And I ate almost all my food. It was genuinely really good, but what the fuck with my biscuits not rising? Very upsetting. The gravy was great, though. An extra Saturday would be nice. I don't want to go to work tomorrow. Yeah. You end up with too many days of independence, though, and you end up not knowing what to do with those either. Speaking from personal experience. How the hell am I getting sugar baby messages on Twitch? I finally have to shut off my Twitch DMs after how many years on Twitch? Hurts. I didn't know you had money. I can be your little boy if you want me to. I don't know what to do. This is gross. I feel gross. You guys want a fun joke for the day? What's Forrest Gump's favorite pasta? Penne. Straight to hell. And I know it. I know it. It's fine. I'm going to use this comb pick right now to mix my coffee because it's separating. Don't judge me. I love a bad joke. That was terrible. I told you it was a bad joke for your day. You're welcome. An anonymous gifter just gifted 5 subs in the chat. Thank you, anonymous gifter. Was it the boobies? Thank you. Go forth and be consensual. All 5 of you. Mom Faya 51, TTZ 8659, Sisters of the Hook, Mr. Frosty, and One Online. Use all boat was the highest order. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways, because nothing in this world is sexy and pure super consent, and I fucking appreciate you. Because I can't time you. Penne. You love it. Shut up. It's penne. I don't know how to. Jenny. It's a penne. There. I miss biscuits and gravy. I never had it like I used to growing up. Never found a place that can do it. Make it. Oh, biscuits and gravy ain't hard to do, honey. I swear to God. I bet you could do it. It'd be a good place to start if you want to cook. I'm shit. Do I need to tell these jokes every once in a while to remind you what shit I am? You guys are getting way too dissuaded and thinking I'm a lot better than I am. My boobs feel huge today. Am I fertile? Shove that shit down. No alerts, Viata. So what happened was when we started Claire Obscure, I was like, we should probably someone in chat asked very nicely, and I was like, that's a really good idea. We should mute the alerts for this so we don't like have them playing during the game. And so Knives went through meticulously hand muting every single fucking alert right before I found the button to just like mute all the alerts. So out of spite, tomorrow I'm going to go back through them and turn them on. But No, Knives, it's fine. I don't have the energy to go through every single fucking alert we have and turn them on again, and I don't want to ask you to do that because that's terrible. We don't need no stinking alerts. I'll sing it to you. What was it? Die, motherfucker! Ah! An anonymous gifter has gifted 5 community subs. There. Alerts. You're welcome. I can do this. I know, you muted and turned them off, and then I found the grand overall, like, mute them all button right immediately afterwards. Just pulled an Italian urban cheese sourdough out of the oven. Oh. I want that real bad. That sounds real good. That sounds real fucking good. Yeah, that. That's not what my alert sounds like, but you tried. I don't even remember all my alerts. Like, what's another alert I have that I could do? Most of them are literally clips Knives have taken in gifs of the chat. I don't know. I can't imitate myself. Yeah, the boobs are we're boobing today. We're feeling fertile, I guess. But, like, if you want it, but not, we're playing Claire Obscura today, Knives. So if you want to go turn them all on, you totally can. I still have that Grandmaster button where I can turn them all off. So I can, like, you can go turn them all back on and all back up to volume, and I can still have them off. Do you know, I showed you that button, right? We found it. We discovered it. It was quite the discovery. Pikachu, come out!
I'm gay!
Viata has just subbed for 394 years. See, I can do it. Oh, no worries, Knives. People have asked a couple days in a row, and I've straight up just been like, out of spite, I'm not going through them right now because we did so much shit to try to turn them off, and it was just asked. Like, I literally went through every scene of OBS and tried to mute them. They still wouldn't mute. It was a whole thing. Just subbed for 50 millenniums in a row. I mean, when you meet each other on the pyre / with the noose around your throat, the date really sticks. You know? All y'all out there meeting, while not being accused of witchcraft have no idea what real friendship is, so. That's just facts. Shall we? Cheers. I have a stoner bowl from yesterday and pigtails from yesterday that I redid. The first week of getting your hair dyed a vibrant color is real gross. I mean, first week, let's be real. The first however many days you can handle being disgusting, you just don't wash your hair. I haven't washed my hair since Tuesday. And it still feels dry as fuck because of the bleach. So we're just letting her sit. Like, it's pretty, I just realized that it's almost been a week since I got my hair done. And oh my God, there's not a bit of oil on my head. Ooh, we bleached her. We bleached her dry. Cheers. I stopped going to Pyres when no one showed up for the meetings. They burned us. Did you not get that memo? I sent it. It's by Raven, though, so, you know. Yep, the first week is an experiment, and but seriously, V, I don't even feel a struggle. I took these pigtails out this morning to redo them. My hair feels fresh washed. That's how fried it is right now. It feels fine. I'd let you run your hair through your fingers through it, and I wouldn't even feel bad. That's how good it feels. She dry. She needed this. Have you ever heard pigtails called boondoggers? That's definitely a wacky Nebraska thing. That being said, we had a term, the boondocks, which it literally is so weird because I tried describing it yesterday and I couldn't remember where it came from. But we lived in the boonies, in the slums, in the boondocks. Those were all words for white trash people. Last night I learned edibles over oil when it comes to getting... Ooh! Slurmy, did you sleep like a real person and do you feel good this morning? I had such high hopes for you last night, dude. I know that feels so bad. I know the feel of trying to sleep without weed. My brain and the dreams just... It's like putting a movie reel on fast forward. My brain suddenly is like, oh my God, you didn't sedate us tonight. Crazy. And then I wake up covered in sweat, just like, oh my God. Oh my God. Why? It's really scary. I feel This is Slurmy's song now. The song is so good. Yeah. This is when you sleep on pot. This is your brain on good drugs. Out east, I eat Mantuak. Mantuak? Mantuak. The boonies. Morris, New York. If you want to see the boonies. Wait for it. That's what we call the boonies. Right there. That's the middle of nowhere. The middle of fucking nowhere, right there. Oh my God, that's so weird. It literally pinned one of my family members. Because, side note, Google Maps will pin your family members that you're connected to with Google, so don't dox them. That's my cousin. Don't look. That's weird. That's the thing. I couldn't think of where the fuck the dox came from because there are no dox. There's like a lake. You're the Boondocks too. I know you are. But I don't know why we're called the Boondocks or the Boonies. It's just always been called that. No idea. You'd never... I'm kidding. Please go find my cousin. Turn down. If my sister and I are any semblance of the women in my family, I dare you to go find my cousin. I'll eulogize your funeral for you if you'd like. The women in my family are heavily abused, and they end up strong. Fucking cunts. Go for it. I like this song too. Showed most of my state, but my part was still off screen. Damn. What up, Remus? I hope you're doing well, honey bean. I get a nice mixture of boonies and city. That's what I would like, honestly. That's kind of what I search for. Boonies is the diminutive form of boondocks, itself borrowed from a tag-along boondock mountain during the Philippine-American War. Huh. I had no fucking idea. No shit, we have towns in Maine that don't even have names, just numbers. Okay, so we have tiny little towns like that in Washington too, but they actually have names, and I've always wondered how. I think like it must be a Washington state law or something, like a legality that they straight up have to be named. Because seriously, I could name some Rice. Rice, it's a town along the Columbia River, a town. Its population is 15 people, and there's a quick stop, not even a gas station. It's a quick stop. That's the whole town, and it's just like a quick stop on the side of the road. But it's called Rice, and everybody knows about Rice, Washington, and everybody has driven through Rice. But it's nothing. And there's so many little fuckball towns like that. You know what's crazy? Okay, two things. First off, the lady who did my hair the other day was from Mill Creek, Washington, which is insane because the amount of people you meet from Mill Creek, Washington, in Denver, few and far between. Strange. Anyways, that's, what was the other one? Oh God. Oh, this thing came across my fucking phone last night on my algorithm. I think I saved it, but it was a video of like, did anybody see the deer stuck on a lake? And a guy walks out on the frozen lake to like grab the deer and then they pull him back in. Loon Lake, Washington. Talk about a nothing town. Nothing. I have driven through and purchased gas in that town hundreds of times. Hundreds. Loon Lake, Washington is fucking established. But in my head, it is nothing. That's crazy that first off, that anyone, literally, I almost commented on that post, Viata, and said, and then they fucking ate it. Because I know those people. They didn't shoot it because it's not deer season and they're not allowed. They would have clocked that little girl so quick and ate her like over a bonfire. Are you fucking kidding me? Loon Lakers saving a deer? Oh my God, what? I didn't want to because it was one of those like, people need positivity in their life. So like, I don't want to be that dark cloud that's like, by the way, they ate that deer. I don't know, like they put it in the back of their truck and they kept it around until hunting season and then shot it so they could eat it. But Loon Lake? Christ, that shouldn't be on the news. They don't have fucking cell phone reception, let alone a camera phone out there. Are you kidding? So it's possible the lake might have been an abandoned town. Loon Lake, most of the towns in Washington, in eastern Washington, they exist and or have a name or anyone lives there because there's some sort of industry. So Eastern Washington, it's either logging, milling of some kind, orchards, lots of orchards, or it's like alfalfa, wheat, grains and stuff. And I think that's more the Loon Lake area, what they do. But it is a gas station. Most towns are just a gas station or a railroad. If a railroad goes through your city and it goes through your quote unquote town and it needs a stoplight, then you're going to get a town, Kettle Falls, Washington. We had a railroad. That was the only reason. But my town is nothing but a gas station, a bar, and a church, a middle school, a high school, and an elementary school. End of list. Shouldn't exist. They have to levy every year for that fucking shit to still exist. I've seen streets near me without real names. It's like T322 or something like that, and they're not interstates. That's weird. The area I live in was unincorporated and then absorbed by the surrounding counties, so it's not named what we all still call it. It's kind of like where I live. I could be 3 different cities, technically. I grew up in a small town, Illinois. When I drive home, there's a sign that says population 48 for a village I drive past. This is coming from a girl who grew up in a town with a population of 1,500, and it's still 1,500. It hasn't moved since I graduated high school. What's the point in that town having a sign? Like, what's that? Because I don't think my town needs one. I don't live there anymore, but like 48 people? Do those 48 people need to be reminded where they are? What's going on? I fear she isn't a fan of Loon Lake. How can anyone even form an opinion about Loon Lake? Have you been? There's nothing to have an opinion on. Like, Loon Lake is, I mean, seriously, this is so established. If you live in Kettle Falls or further, Kettle Falls, Colville, anywhere, Republic, Loon Lake is where you stop for gas on your way to Spokane. Because it's a 2-hour drive, so you always have to stop for gas. That's Loon Lake. Neither here nor there. How doth one? It is nothing. Unless it is blown up in the past couple years. I don't know. I don't think so. I haven't been to Eastern Washington in 15 years. I think, wait. I fear she isn't a fan of Loon Lake. She prefers Clayton. Yuck. What are you doing? Deer Park, anybody? What's happening? Where do you live? Who are you? Where do you live? My best friend in high school's name was AJ. He doesn't go by that anymore, though. I almost think railroads named my area. Like, we have a city and county that's named the same thing, but they're not in each other. Ooh, there's something like that in Washington, but they are in each other. There's Snohomish County, and then there's the city of Snohomish in Snohomish County. It always confused me. I lived there for a bit as a kid, too. We moved around a lot. In Washington State, there's Snohomish County, and then there's Snohomish is in Snohomish County. There's Snohomish, Skycomish, Swinomish, Squim. Washington is wild. .48 would be classed as a hamlet here. That's adorable. A hamlet. There's a church, and that might be it. I love it. That's seriously like the town I grew up in. There's nothing. We have nothing. Why the town? I mean, every summer we had to do this thing called a levee, where essentially like all the kids of the school would march the streets and put on a cute little parade and be like, please vote to keep our schools open. Because like, why are our schools still open? When 15 minutes up the road, Colville, Washington, there's a very established school system we could all be going to. But I think the reason they win is like, for instance, my bus ride in the morning was like 45 minutes to an hour to get to school every day, and tacking on that extra 15 minutes is insane. Like, it's borderline child abuse to get kids to school. There's just too many people out there. But then like between that, there's Kettle Falls, there's Colville. Those are pretty close together. And then Republic is like an hour away. That's the only other town out there. And Republic has a little bit of a school system. I think I've told you guys about the beautiful man I dated from Republic who had the dark hair and the seafoam green eyes who turned out to be a Nazi. A Nazi. Eastern Washington's a scary place. Scary, scary place. It made me, but it's a scary place. Scary place. Cheers. Wife. The me having sex. I didn't know he was a Nazi. I hope that's apparent. There's a whole population of those people out there in the sticks because there's no one out there to tell them it's wrong, so they think it's funny and cute. I dated a guy in high school whose older brother at a party one night thought it would be cute to get a razor blade. I wish these are real stories. He thought it would be cute to get a razor blade and carve an SS into his kneecap in the middle of the party. And everyone was just like, oh my God, there goes Dustin. I'm trying to clean my ashtray, sorry. But this guy, I mean, we were teenagers, so like, you know, he played bass guitar really well. That was it. Played bass guitar really well, had beautiful seafoam green eyes. And black eyelashes, and I'm a hormonal woman. What can I say? And I wanted to F. And then, you know, fast forward a few months, and I went over to a friend's house where the guy I was dating, and another guy that was a friend of mine were hanging out in an attic space. And I went up there, and I fuck you not, they were playing music like on a radio that was like banjo, like down to go down to go down to go down, but every other word was the N word. It was like Appalachia racism back porch sitting. You know, where they're eating cornbread and lynching people music. And I left. And I was like, oh my fucking God. And, you know, talked to a few friends and they're like, oh my God, yeah, Jess has kind of been into some weird shit. And I was like, ah! You know, mistakes were made. We grow, we learn, we move the fuck on. What's so weird is, you know, glory be the advent of social media. I've been able to, like, not on purpose, but he pops up on my social media every once in a while and stalk him. He doesn't run in white supremacy circles, that I can tell. But like, after we broke up, he went and got the bottom of my skateboard tattooed on his chest. And then he went and got adult baptized in a kiddie pool and is like part of a church and shit. So weird. So weird. So fucking weird. Probably still says horrible things, though, because, you know, when you live in Eastern Washington, there's no one to tell you it's wrong and you don't have any internet. You just do bad things, I guess. That's their excuse. I don't know. What's it with Dustin's? And they're so pretty, but so messed up. Dustin was really pretty. He was very pretty boy. Yeah, what up, BDO? How are you? Poor Dustin, dead now, you think? I wonder where these people are now. I don't know. The Goss thing, everyone tried to impress with drawing. What is it with Dustin? I don't know. We make mistakes, we grow, we learn. Exactly, yeah, literally. What is it with those TV shows where you entered the secret space and Confederate flags and Nazi memorabilia everywhere? Was it like all those TV shows? Kind of, but imagine like the crawl space of a shed. And just like a permanent cloud of cigarettes everywhere. Yeah. Yeah, basically that. And I left so fast. I don't even think they knew I was a Juby. I don't even think they knew. I don't look, I mean, whatever that means, looking super Jewy. I don't even think they knew, but wow, was that a scary moment for me. That was a moment in trust for Katie. Once a Nazi, now worships God. I mean, he's like, seems like legitimately into it. I don't know. I didn't stalk him that hard. I just saw it's like his profile picture. But then, you know, it's very performative when it's the most fake. So who the fuck knows? Thank you for streaking. That's BDO. I think an 80 streak is the biggest I've seen, bitch. Thank you for that. Funny story. Last time was the first time we transferred movie night to the bedroom TV. That's how much we both love Covenant. I did this exact same thing, though. I so rarely do that, V. Literally, I love to sit out here during movie night, but when we go super late, we watched like 4 movies last night because the weekends, sometimes Knives treats us to extra movies. And literally, right before he put that movie on, I was about to type like, I'm going to go make my biscuits and gravy, guys. It's time to bop it up. And he put on Covenant, and I was like, well. And I went to the back of the house, and Zach already had it on. So it was weird because like both sides of my house just had Covenant going as loud as possible. So it was like this weird dual echo going on. And I was like, all right. I love the Alien movies so much. I still think it's weird that Southern racism has turned into just rural racism. Like, I live in Michigan, and the rural areas have Confederate flags. So I have a theory. This is theoretical. Who knows? I'm just some bitch who grew up in the boonies. Exclusively raised heavily in the boonies. I think there's just a lot of poverty in rural areas in the South, and therefore it gets coined as a Southern thing. But I think areas of poverty everywhere that happens. Because, like, growing up in Eastern Washington, all my brothers and, like, my dad and my uncles and shit, they all kind of develop a little bit of an accent, like a little bit of a twang. Just because they're country, though. Like, I don't think of it as a Southern thing. I think of it as just, like, that's that country twang. I hear it. It's this, like, you grew up in the sticks a little bit thing. I don't know what it is, but, like, my family is as redneck as you fucking can get, and we are not from West Virginia, nor the South. But, like, every one of my uncles, including my family, my dad, we all had dirt bike tracks in our backyard, and everybody had dirt bikes and four-wheelers, and we went mudding on a regular basis, and we had cows and chickens, and, like, just... I grew up in my brother's hand-me-downs, like, very white, trashy, rednecky, you know, but, like, if you didn't know where I grew up, and I just described all that, and, like, if I described, you know, we probably had anywhere between 2 to 4 non-functional vehicles with plants growing through them in the yard at any given time, and no exaggeration, no matter how big our house was, the shop was twice as big, and that's where my dad lived, and we weren't allowed in there, and he had a can of Skull and a dip all the time. And he drove a brown and tan Ford 350 that had a legit air horn that you could like pull a fucking cord in the middle of it. And I grew up riding in the back of that. You'd think that's very Southern, but that's just redneck. After the third, it was getting late, and then he pulled up Covenant and out, and we were like, welp, same. I gave myself a few extra minutes to sleep in today, because I, too, stayed up a little bit late. I think the twang is everywhere. I think it's just when you get to hillbilly areas, and I don't know, I'm saying that self-described, if you get offended, fuck you. I don't know what to do. I am white trash. Come at me. What do you want from me? I watched the Sebastian Stan movie and didn't at me. Rude. Kidding, obviously. Wait. Oh. That took me a minute. Jesus Christ. I didn't participate in movie night. Brain wasn't even letting me watch wrestling. I totally understand. Sometimes my brain doesn't let me watch what we're watching in movie night. I put it on in the background, and then I just focus on hanging out with chat. Honestly. And just, like, being chill with you guys. That's my favorite way to be. After I graduated high school, our school was in media for banning a girl from prom because her dress had Confederate patterns. Do you want to know what the really popular, what a really popular trend was when I was a senior in high school? 20 years ago.
20 years ago.
20 years ago.
2020.
Venti! Venti año!
I'm dying. The trend when I was a senior was not to get a Letterman jacket or anything like that. It was to get a senior ring. And in one of the little spaces, you know, you get to choose when you order one what goes in each space of it. One of the spaces was to get a Confederate flag because, and I quote, It don't stand for slavery. It stands for being a proud redneck. I know people who still wear that ring. Because it stands for being a redneck. Because when I was in high school, it was very much like, it means what I want it to mean. It's symbolic. I'm going to get a swastika because didn't you know Hitler stole it from the Buddhists? It was originally the other direction. So you may see a swastika, but I see peace and love. Grow up. Cheers. Where's my lighter? I brought out my good one. This one's dying. She's a wee little light. Cheers. I didn't do a school ring or anything because I didn't want to be reminded of high school, my high school, or anyone in it. I graduated and I left. And I never went back. It's a bunch of bullshit. It's just gross. I bought a couple mugs, nothing fancy and solid black, but one of them has a 6 written on it with a finger. You can only see it when the light hits it. I've watched it 3 times now. The devil. That's why our dads always told us not to draw in the dust on their trucks. It'll stay even if you wash it. I honestly see less Confederate flags here in SC. First state to secede, by the way, since I first moved here, maybe taking it down from the state capitol building had an effect. You had the Confederate flag up at your capitol building? Like, in recent time? Good. Everyone in high school had that flag on their fucking trucks and shit, and they were all like, it stands for being a proud redneck. No, it doesn't. Guys, I ripped my fucking moccasin open. I'm so upset about it. I need to fix it. My foot is bursting through. Look how well worn this bitch is, though. I wear these things almost every fucking day. But they were like fucking so expensive. Real moccasins are really expensive, let's be real. Thank fuck I'm a leather worker, right? I keep looking at it, like, judging the construction of it, like, why did it rip? Is this shitty? Did you do a shitty job? What is this? What is this thread you used? What is that? What did you use? I bet I could do better. Part of me really wants to actually tear it apart and make a pattern and then make my own. And make another set, but I'm just not that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I know. Eggs, literally, Viata. I thought that I could literally do it while we're chilling here. I've got everything I could need right here to sew leather. I could do it right now. Watch. Check that shit. It's ready to go. Honestly, it's because I've been putting off making the lining for that fucking bag. That bag. Yesterday, while making the biscuits and gravy and things, I patterned out the lining pattern. And then just went, no, I don't want to, because I have my sewing machine packed away, which means I'm going to have to sew it by hand, and I don't want to do that. Let's fix my shoe, yeah? What are we going to do? What are we going to do with you? Don't put needles in your mouth. I saw an interesting post a while back that showed this girl, like, what did she do? Oh, she made a post that was that was like, when people ask why I have little chips in my front teeth, which, same, right here, it's from holding needles in my teeth and pulling them through things with my teeth. Don't do that. It's terrible for your teeth. It's so stupid. And I was joking about it, and I told Elle, and you know what she informed me? Some people have inhaled the needles. like coughed or gasped with a needle between their teeth, and it goes into the back of their fucking throat. Ah! Don't put needles in your mouth. Don't put needles in your mouth. Get them the fuck out of your mouth. I know. No! Was my exact response, Vis. Fucking no. What am I going to do about these ones that are already in here? Or do I unthread it all the way? Because these are just going to keep unraveling. Maybe I shouldn't do this on stream. I could have if I stopped wearing them when it first started fucking unraveling, but in true Katie fashion, I was like, it won't keep unraveling. Fucking idiot. I'll probably knot that and burn it. Like I give a fuck. Like I give a shit about that fuck. Like I give a fuck. Like I give a shit about that fuck. Like I give a fuck about that motherfucking shit. Like I give a fuck. This is a big piece. I don't need this. Like I give a shit. Like I give a fuck. This is my biggest fear. You know what's crazy? As a respiratory therapist, I've never seen it, but I have seen people inhale dental shit before the age of the dental dam thingy. That'll probably do it. Before the age of that rubber dental dam thing they put in the back of your throat, which I know some of y'all are out there like, no, they don't do that to me because I gag. Well, I'm here to tell you that the amount of people I've seen come through my ER that choke and gag and cough and inhale tiny little needle files from root canals and whatnot is also pretty fucking disturbing. I wouldn't. I thought Sinners was okay. I think a lot of people played it up like it was the best movie in the whole world to me. And so when I watched it, I was like, I was ready for the best movie in the whole world. And it was like, I'd put it on in the background at a party. And no, I'm not just saying that because like, Katie didn't do a party. She didn't go outside. Shut up. That's not what I mean. Like, it's cute background stuff. But, like, I would never be like, oh my God, that's the film of the future, you know? Because, like, the acting left a lot to be desired. Bless their hearts. It is a vampire movie. So that'll probably fix it a little bit. Probably. Good morning, Beth. Bitch, I'm literally Bitch, look at this. You might have an idea about this. One sec. My fucking moccasin literally started coming apart, and as we live and breathe, Viata was just like, good thing you know how to sew leather, and so does Beth if you couldn't fix it. Check this. Hold on. Look at this. These are nice, real moccasins, by the way. These are nice. But look. And so my struggle is like, how do I tie these off so it'll stop? Women in STEM, bitch. I'm so upset I wear these every fucking day. I love these things. But piss. So I was sitting here thinking, I mean, obviously I can sew it. Sewing it shut is not my concern. My concern is that it stops unraveling, and I think I'm going to have to unravel it more. Put it on a needle and, like, knot it. Do you know what I'm saying with these? What it's already sewed with, I mean. I think, because like this one, I wouldn't even be able to get that on a needle. I think I'm going to have to unravel it more. Put that through a needle, tie it off, burn it. I don't even know what they sewed it with. Because otherwise, even if I just sew up the hole that's there, these blue, that's just going to keep unraveling down the sides if I don't do something about that. Do you know what I mean? Reinforce it with leather sewing thread. That's, oh, I know what you're talking about. I might have some. I would sew over it. It's so, you can't really, you can. I don't have a leather sewing machine. And I have tucked my sewing machine away for the time being. So everything's hand doing it right now. But it's kind of shocking how easy it is to unravel. Now I'm just being judgy of the construction of a moccasin. Now I'm looking at it like, I mean, they glued the shearling in. They didn't even sew in the shearling. And I don't even think it's real. Manitoba, I'm looking at you. By hand but I know the thread you're talking about, and I think that might be a good idea, because I think you can see how, like, the front of my foot is pushing, and I'm sure that's what helped separate it. I love these slippers. Yeah, it's funny. Were your ears burning? Viata literally just mentioned you in terms of fixing it. That's funny. I'm unraveling it more. It is. It's Super Ball day today, and it's so weird. I sent this to you, Beth. It's so rare that I send people songs because I'm so self-conscious, but I really liked this one. Do you want to see the video? Wait, hold on. While I unravel thread, because this is so uninteresting. The video is super fun. So what I didn't know was that this song, the video, hold on, Born. The song is actually, what is it? It's a video game song. It's like a Just Dance song or something like that. But then someone made a really cool, like, claymation video to it. Hold on. Or stop motion, claymation, stop motion. Whatever. Enjoy. It's really good. And the fact that it's a Just Dance or whatever makes it even more adorable. I very much enjoy it. This song is so confusing. Is it? Oh, did you hear that? I don't think it's out. Oh. That's fine. That you're born to be alive? I just popped the fuck out of my hip. I'm fine. Just ignore it. Ignore it and move on. I'm so rude, I don't hesitate. So take away my life support. Click over. It's in. It just hurts now a lot. It's fine. All I did was cross my fucking leg. That's all I did. I just put my leg on my other leg. That was it. I'm just mad about it now. Ouch. It's because I didn't stretch this morning because I slept in because I was tired because I stayed up too late watching Alien. Fuck. What kind of thread did they use at Manitoba? Manitoba, I'd like to talk to you about your construction materials. No, I wanted to. Shut the fuck up, Knives. If that's what you took out of that statement, I don't know what to do. We've literally all been talking about all morning how all of us moved to our, like, bedroom TVs for the first time ever for movie night because it was such a good movie you put on and none of us could fucking resist. Bitch. All right. One side secure. How's everyone doing? I didn't mean to, like, halt stream by my shoe, but I can feel my foot just falling out of it and it was driving me crazy. You have TVs in your bedrooms? Whoa. I mean, it's a giant computer, I guess. Is it so uncommon for computer people to have just giant computers in every room of their house? I'm waxing the thread with my cheese wax. Because cheese wax for the win. Disgusting. Ooh, I love abandoned house videos. Did I tell you I watched every single fucking video? I think I did. I told you the other night, right? Or Viata ratted on me because I didn't eat. I watched every single Keith Hapless whatever the fuck his name is, Happy Burger, eats everything at every Disney park ever. That was intense. That was a lot. It seems crazy because, like, at a certain point, you cannot be enjoying the food anymore. Do you know what I mean? Like, he has to be miserably full. Oh my God, Vex, did you get your A back? Yay! Appalachian Mountains, it's stuck in the early 2000s. Oh, I love that, yeah. Dude, I think it might be time for a Chicky Burgie. Last night, I made breakfast for dinner. I did homemade cheese biscuits from my sourdough starter. Oh, I meant to tell you. I know you know I have a sourdough start for you, but I started one for Lauren. Zach noticed. He's like, how come there's 3 children on the shelf now? I was like, don't look at my starters with that tone of voice, sir. Those are my children. Get out. But I had sourdough cast off, so I wanted to make biscuits, and I made the gravy and everything from scratch, and it was fucking delicious. There's 3 now, and Knives named the other 2. I asked him last night what we should name them, and what did you say? You said, like, oh God, what did he say? Is it Claudia and Barbara? Barbara is the problem child. There's going to be problems with Barbara. That's what Knives said. We're going to have problems with Barbara, probably. Cynthia and Brenda. Thank you. Cynthia and Brenda. I need to write these down. I didn't have my label maker. Brenda's going to be a problem child, according to Knives. Their mother is Clarice, for anyone wondering, because I do enjoy her with a nice glass of Chianti. Dude, that was a deep dive, because you're absolutely right. That's exactly what they were. I don't know where. I think I had past sourdough starts of mine that have died. Madeline, she hit a mold. Claudia molded. I like old names. So Clarice is good, though. She's never molded, and I'm kind of reckless with her. She's kind of an amazing bitch. All right, we sewed that tip, so now we just have a hole. It is wax thread because it's burning, right? Deep in the Mind Palace. Yes. It was pretty fun finding alternative ways to type things in chat. Dude, it was hilarious trying to, like, interpret your no A's last night. I'm just thinking about chicken burgers. I can't remember the last time I had a chicken burger. I think that's a problem. Fangelina Jolie. That brings me so much joy. You must name the things. Makes me think of Shannon, Brenda and Shannon. I thought it was Barb, and Barb makes me think of Letterkenny, my wife Barb. Me and my wife Barb. Me and my wife Barb. All right, how does this go? Is that going to be enough? This is a scrap piece. I'm really pushing it. I shouldn't. Save the scrap. We'll use this up. This is my old shit. How much do I have? Oh, Letterkenny's incredible. It's really clever, very quippy. Also, one of the main characters is named Katie. I'm not biased. How's it going now? Oh, not so bad yourself? To be found, to be found, to be found, to be found. To be motherfucking fair. We're sewing up a shoe, guys. Do you guys want to watch me cobble? We're cobbling. Ooh, I love this song. Excuse me. It really is. It is. I love dry humor, though, Peach, man. I don't know what it is. All dry humor, like sarcasm, cleverness. People who are, like, not necessarily just joke tellers, but just, like, the natural comedy of it just melts me. I live for it deeply. I could have used blue thread, but you know what? It'll show the patch. It's whatever. Should we sew in a bead or two? That could be fun. I told you I have everything within arm's reach. These are charms I made. What should we put on? A planchette. A little sarcophagus. A little 420. Oh, that's cute. Let's do that. It's the world's smallest little 420. Cute. Shoes are always more fun if they've got dangles on them. I agree. I got tarot cards, potion bottles. Ooh, that one could be pretty. Ooh, yeah. A wee little potion ball. Should we tie that and burn it, probably? Yeah. Elle has been getting into leatherworking, by the way, also Viata. And it has given me, like, please share with me all of your adventures if you truly want to get into it and you want to do it. It gives me so much pleasure and happiness watching her get into it. And be excited about all the new tools she's starting to, like, experience and stuff like that. It is truly, like, invigorating to my soul. I love it. Because I've just been in it so long, you know, it's old hat to me. You just saw how fast I just whipped out everything to fix this. I have it everywhere. But man, is it so much fun when someone else gets into it, because it reminds you, like, oh my God, this is what I love. This is what I love. I love this shit. The fact that I can fix a moccasin's pretty dope. The lyric to this song, by the way, Beth, if you can hear it, it's so pretty. This song, this is like melodic metal, but I think it's so romantic. The lyric is, if this is it, I hope you live. If this is all that there is, I hope you live. That's all they're screaming over and over. I hope you live. I hope you live. If this is it, I hope you live. And it just hits me so hard. I don't know. It's so exciting watching others get into crafting. It is. Especially when it's something, and I'm sure you can identify with this, Beth, that you just hold so dear to yourself. It's something that's so special to you because, like, it was literally like a recovery for you. Yeah, so they're going to go like that. It chokes me up too, Jade. This one and Break Me Like the Fourth Wall. There's something like freakishly sexy about it. Break me like the fourth wall. Like, god damn, what does that mean? Oh no, oh no. Bead too big. Too small? Too small? No, go on. Ugh. That's right, bitch. You do what I say. Friends. I hope you. I hope you. I hope you. I wish I had. And friends. Deprogram. Ah, bitch. That's what's up. Uh-oh. Ba-dum, bum, ba-dum. Yeah, ba-dum. Bitch. Ba-dum, bum, ba-dum. I'm looking for a bead. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Bead. Friends. I hope you. I hope you. Find what you need to find so big that you're supposed to. Supposed to. And friends. I hope that. I hope that. Deprogram. Fuck! I have another bead. Where is it? I cannot find the bead. I'm sad. I had another bead I was going to use. Oh my fucking God. We're not going to talk about how it's right in front of me. We're not going to talk about it. I know I kept saying singular bead, and that's probably confusing. So I have this charm. This is so gay, but I love it. It says Big Sis, and it's from a necklace my sister got me when she was like 6 years old. And I've held on to it forever, and I wanted to sew it onto this. Because what a better use for it. I won't lose it, right? Fade away. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I know, that's the problem. I'm worried that what if it broke off and I lost it forever? Maybe I'll save it. I have little skull beads too, though. I didn't want to risk losing it. It's kind of priceless, you know? I have these little skull guys too, though. Laughing. Peach, thank you so much for summoning the glass, keeping the glass alive, and giving it 8 swings. We're just fixing shoes, and then we're gonna play games. I mean, man, if I'm not a lifestyle streamer, I don't know what the fuck I am. Won't stop. Will that fit? Oh, God. Vincent, thank you so much for gifting us up to Deedle D. Shut the fuck up. Deedle D, use a butt wizard of the highest order, go forth and be consensual in all the ways, because nothing in this world Deedle D's like you. Trying to think. I don't want things dangling off the tip of my toe, so I'm doing a couple stitches back. You're a son of a bitch, aren't you? You're a little son of a bitch. You're a little bitch-ass cunt piece of shit. We're cobblers now, everybody. Let's go. Is that what it's... This is cobbling, right? I don't know why it sounds wrong. Sounds like I'm saying gobbling. We're cobbling. We're cobbling and cobbling and cobbling, whale. That is a fucked up bead. You'll be for something else. My mom has a wood flatware that she got at her engagement party in 1968. She rarely used them, so one of the tablespoons is my weed spoon. Okay, so... Hold on, where is it? The spoon I use for my weed is literally made of an abalone shell, and I think it was for some really expensive caviar once. Same vibes. But mine has a pointy end that I can use to clean my bowl sometimes, but because it's made of this abalone shell, it never gets blackened. Funny. If they only knew. High class as fuck. I'm one of them fancy potheads. No big deal. Me with my mother of pearl weed spoon. Suck a dick. This song does not have the same vibes. Fun though. Who are you, Blawan? Blawan? I have such a good voice. Don't judge me. Dude, Peach, you should come by on Tuesdays. The girls and I actually have something really special this Tuesday, which is not always the case. But I feel exactly the fucking same, which is why we started Girly Pop Tuesdays. We actually started it as a thing to just get ourselves together and crafting again. But it's really turned into this. Did I do this right? Yes. It's turned into this really cool thing where it's just inspired so many people to get back into crafting, and it makes me really hot and bothered. And I love it so much. But it's every single Tuesday, Beth and Elle and myself get together, and we, like, make shit and game sometimes. And, because same, do you remember being in an art class when you were younger, like in high school or something like that, and how inspiring it was just being around other people doing art? That's how I feel. And that's, I think I was missing that a lot. You know? Just get in the car. Oh, whoa, whoa. No. I went back and read your biscuit recipe sober, and I think the problem you had with them not rising is because the dough stretched and sealed closed when you cut the biscuits. Fuck! Okay, next time, faster cut with dough and utensils colder, plus flour the cutter well between cuts. You know, it was pretty melty when I cut it, and then I put it in the freezer again. Because I was like, wow, this is really melting really fast, and then I put it back in the freezer. So I might have extra sealed them corners. Dude, David, that's what I do. I mean, I've proposed that sometimes to the ladies. I'm like, you know, we could just do like eco crafting or something. To me, that's still crafting. Creating living spaces in Fallout and shit. Oh, that's a bad bead. Bad bead. Mm-hmm. Run from the sun like Dracula. Mm-hmm. Arting was so much fun back in the day, yeah. I miss it. I mean, I still do it with you guys, but like, I miss that environment of being around a bunch of people who are also being creative. There's something about it that's like kind of magical. No. Ah. Cute. Oh, I like it. Oh, I'm going to show you guys this. It's cute. So that's how it's looking so far. Stop bleaching it out. Lights. So I've done 3 beads per stitch, but then, fuck this light. There's a little skull bead, and I'm going to have them dangle. Cute. I wasn't sure I'd like that. I do. It's cute. Good idea. Drink water, stoners. I know. I was kind of thinking of it. You know that concept with Pottery V, where it's like, it's not more hideous because it's broken, blah, 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 blah. I was kind of working off of that. Like, I mean, I don't want to spend another couple $100s on nice moccasins from Manitoba. And I can do it. Just... Are you a bad bead? No, you're good. Well, our peace and quiet's over. Notice how nice the morning was? I put the dogs in jail before we even started. No. Oh, bad bead. Hi, guys. I'd pet you, but I have needles in my hand. I love you. Did you have a good morning with your father in bed? Yeah, you did, huh, Bill? I know. Uh-oh. No. No. Not a bad bead. Not a bad bead. No. You must work. You will work. My hands are too slippy. I need a grippy. Ugh. This is where I would use my teeth, and I'm not going to do it. 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 I have to have pliers nearby, right? Of all the things, I have some fucking pliers. One moment. How do I have 10 screwdrivers, 3 hammers, 5 fucking, tape measures, 1 plier, and it's the rustiest, fucking oldest, I can't even barely, get it to close piece of motherfucking shit. But we're gonna get it. Oh, come on. Not bad bead. Don't be a bad bead. Don't be a bad bead. Come on. You are a bad bead. Oh my god, the bead broke. Bad bead! Oh, that's so annoying. Ugh. Now you know what I mean when I say bad bead. Bad bead. Bad bead. What you gonna do? Oh, you're gonna break into. Bad bead. Bad bead. Now I gotta fix. Fuck. I hate this. I hate bad beads. If you're gonna make shitty beads, just don't make beads. Find a new career. Do taxes for a living. Because you stress me out. It's Bad Bunny's opener. Bad bead. Sick. I'm gonna go beg Zach for a better pair of pliers because these are disgusting. Babe? Please tell me we have another pair of pliers somewhere in the house that aren't this. Do you have a piece of kit or a little thing you can decide to go over with your like you can use them to rip up needles through leather. Needles? I need pliers to grab. Oh yeah, there's do it yourself kit. No, there's not. All right. Business time. It's business in business time. I can't believe that bead literally just cracked in half. Piece of shit. All right, who's not going to be a bad bead? You look like you're going to be a very good bead for me. Where'd my needle go? Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, it's right there. We're fine. Is this from CP 2077? This is just Bob Mose's Time of Your Life, and then that one before this is Leather Temple by Carpenter Brute, and it's one of Carpenter Brute's newer songs. I lost the good bead. Oh, you can bring him in. I think your son had the shits today. Yeah, creamy shits. He desperately needed to go out this morning. Oh, there's my good bead. All right, you're going to be a good bead, motherfucker. What type of fuckery? I fixed my god. I'm fixing my shoe. I'm cobbling today. Weirdest thing I've said. Yeah, we're cobbling. I'm just cobbling Katie now. Watch me go. My foot was literally busting through the side of my shoe, so I didn't know what else to do. All right, we're going to be a good bead today. Good bead. You're a good little bead, aren't you? I need another good bead. You smell good. No, well. Do you smell good? You. Zach's just knocking down photos off my walls. It's fine. Oh, there he goes. Tighten that first. All right, be a good bead. Good bead. Good bead energy. Good bead energy. Yes! Good bead energy. Yay! Good bead. Cute. I like my little skellies that are now hanging off my shoes. Isn't that a good song, Vincent? This is After Image, actually, because I'm just sewing here. Do you want to see the cool music video? I know half of you are about to frolic off to the land of a thing. Bad beat energy. No, bad. That just sounds like Bad Bunny. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know who Bad Bunny is, but I keep hearing his name. Coffee drinkers here. Reusable coffee filters. I don't fuck with that shit. Just sounds kind of gross. And like, you know, of all the things in the world to be worried about trash-wise, filter paper is not it. If you want to cut down on waste and stuff, look at something that's like plastic. Plastic is bad. Good for him. Don't give the US his money or on the sales and things. Just your daily fuck ice. And fuck JK Rowling for good measure. No bad. Nope. Nope. All right. No bad. I'm almost done, guys. We almost have a healed but also a really cool bedazzled shoe. Just please, one of these skulls gotta work. Please work. Please don't be bad energy. Not bad bead. Not bad bead. Oh, yeah. This is Tame Impala. Yes, Dracula. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Good bead. Don't do this to me. What the fuck? Good bead energy. Bad Bunny's precious. Busy. Cute. Fuck this. My hands are so waxy. They're slippy. Oh, fuck a bitch. Fuck a bitch. Fuck a. On fire. Mm. Mm. Curling. How's the curling? Curling's one of the few Olympics I like to watch. While I fucking sew a shoe. New skill unlocked. Mm. No. Okay. None of that bad beat energy. Just started, so hell yeah. Curling's so much, I mean, it looks so much fun that back when and this is serious, I never saw the Olympics for the first time until I was like in college because my family's just not really into that shit. And when I first saw it for the first time, it was curling, and I was like, oh, curling looks fun. Like, that looks like something unique, like a sport I've never seen before, which definitely gets my attention because I've done all the sports. And a group of friends of mine looked into what it would cost to rent a curling rink or whatever in Canada. It's like $1,000. I did not go curling. Think I'm gonna die in this house. I'm fine. This is why we have fingernails. I think I'm gonna die in this house. No. I think I'm gonna die in that house. Fuck. I'm glad I don't TikTok because it doesn't ruin songs for me. House. I think I'm gonna die in this house. Think I'm gonna die in this house. We did it, kids. We fixed a slipper. I think. I hope so. Well. I should have put something on this side, but oh well. It looks pretty cool in my opinion. I'm proud to wear this, actually. That's weird for me to say. This place over body. You ready to see? Did it on my own. All with love. I think my bubby has a tummy ache. He keeps trying to lay under my desk, but there's all that spiky mat, so he literally can't do it. Spikes. I mean, I could kick him with these. There's broken bead particles. We did it. She's fixed. And she's got a row of 5 little skulls. Cute. We did it. Right? It's kind of cute. We started our day with a totally busted... Now we have to put it on and see if it busts open now. Ah! It works. Yay. I have my slipper back. We did it, everybody. We remade our slipper. Welcome. That's nice. We did it. Weird. Are you okay today? I think you have a tummy ache and you want to talk about it. Do you want to talk about your belly? Did you get into some trash? Like, what's going on? You never go under my desk. You don't like the spike mats. I officially cobbled my shoe. I know. I feel kind of cool. I know. He's been weird all day. I think he might have the bubble guts. I mean, not just cliggy weird. You okay, bub? Did you get into the garbage? What did you do? I don't know. Do we need to go on a break? Go outside? Oh, is that what's up? No one can even see your pretty face. There. Look at your pretty face, Bubba. You want to go outside? Oh my God. You want to go outside? Oh. Oh, yeah. Is it time? Is it time, Miss Ma'am? You want to go outside? Oh, all right. You called it. I can't believe we did this. I cobbled. I'm sorry my lates are bleaching it out, but each one of these is a little skull. They're really cute. And then I did 3 beads on each hem. Cute. They should think about putting little skulls on their moccasins. Cute. All right. Take a break, stretch your leg, do what you need to do. I'll be right back. I know. The dogs definitely know what's up. Oh. Hello, Stinger. Be my requiem. Can somebody let me know when Twitch went back on their anti-music nonsense? What you mean? They're still very they're not anti-music. It's, well, yeah, I guess. The music labels came down on Twitch and they were like, hey, your creators are making money using our music and you either have to pay a music license or we're going to sue the fuck out of Twitch. To which Twitch came at us and they were like, we'll slit your throats if you play music you don't own. And we were all like, so like background music, like the same shit I hear coming out of people's cars as they drive by my house, like that's considered illegal. And the music labels were like, yes, those people are at fault because they're playing their music so loud I can enjoy it without having paid for it. That's the logic behind it. So if you type !black magic, one word in the chat, there's a lovely little workaround in OBS where I can play whatever the fuck I want to play, because if you take a little clipsy poo, it's not on the VOD. And the legalities around DMCA are, and I loosely quote, it has to be recorded content with the music in the background. So as long as none of my recorded content has music in the background, we golden. It's so stupid. Yeah, 100%. I call it the black magic because it was a full year before I discovered how to do it. A full year of listening to like the most generic mind mush bullshit, lo-fi, fucking trip hop bullshit I never want to experience ever again in my whole life. I was going crazy. Music is my fucking life. We couldn't do Faded Friday for a full year. It was one whole year. And then I think it was Avery. I think it was Genova via Avery. They were like, oh, by the way, someone discovered a workaround. And I was like, oh my fucking God. And it's been heaven ever since. But it's real awkward because if you take clips and shit at my channel and I'm singing along, there's no music in the background. It's terrible. I mean, funny. Like the comedy's there, but it's terrible. Yeah, live stream, totally okay. VOD, not okay. Exactly. So if someone was to come to my stream and they hear me playing Redneck or something by Lamb of God and they clip it to then go send to someone proof that I am using music, there is no music in the background. And literally it's as easy as knowing what your music track is coming through on. So for instance, on mine, on my OBS, it says Black Magic. Black Magic is my audio track. I go to the little three dots next to the audio bar thing, and at the bottom of it, it says Advanced Audio Properties. Advanced Audio Properties, and then there's a whole bunch of check boxes, and essentially you uncheck Black Magic off the VOD. That's it. So as long as you can separate your voice from your music tracks, so like your voice, my voice comes through on the mic, all my music comes through on a source called Black Magic because I'm a nerd and that's what I turned it into. I just uncheck Black Magic. So anything that comes out of my browser will not be on the VOD. That's how I've set it up, and that's why we can do what we do here. It's amazing, and it has saved my fucking sanity. We were miserable. Viada's right, it was horrible. Like, I think it borderline almost killed my channel because my spirit was dead. I can't live without music, and I can't listen to repetitive fucking trip hop all day. I'll die. Blech. So bad. Okay. This is not... Get out. Out. Come on. Bud. What are you doing? He's trying to lay on the spike mats under my desk. Bud, come on. Come on. Out. Bud, this is horrid what you're doing to yourself. Out. Go on. Get. You can't stand on the spike mats. That's weird. Go lay down. Oh, my bubba. Guys, I literally put pigeon spikes under my desk. If you've never seen something like this, I don't even know how to describe, but if you're someone who likes pain, they're pretty great. But I put them under my desk because it prevents the dogs from going under my desk, and then they don't unplug cords willy-nilly, and he's standing them on them on purpose. But I know. I love you so much. Just go lay down. Why do you look like that? Come here. What's wrong? What's wrong? Oh. Okay, well, we've all had a lesson in black magic music today. Yay. Are you okay? Is it because I gave you a little bit of salmon skin yesterday and now you got the poops? Is it, we're not going to talk about it because you want to keep eating salmon skin? Mm-hmm. I love my doggo beyond a reason. Yes, they love salmon skin, and very, very infrequently do I give them little pieces of salmon skin. And I gave them some last night, and that's the only thing I can think of that's just like ultra rich that he got that might be fucking his tummy up a little bit today. But his tail is down and stuck between his legs, which means you don't feel good. I'm sorry. How can I help you? My son. Our dog's 9 out of 10 break into the salmon skins and eat all of them. Yep. You know what literally they just did? Like, went on break when I went to the kitchen. He knows that all their treats are on top of the fridge, so he pushes the fridge and the whole bag fell on the ground. Thank fuck it was closed. But an entire bag of skin fell on the ground. Gross to say out loud, but you know what I mean. And it clunked, and we both looked at it together, and he was like, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me? You sneaky shit. Are you sneaky little shit and you know exactly where your treats are? Yes. We love you regardless, but this is why you get tummy aches, because you probably got into something you shouldn't have got into. It's not my fault. I'm going to put music back on, okay, Bubba? Is that cool with you? How about Raining Blood by Slayer? No, not today. Okay, what about Ego Death at a Bachelorette Party? Oh, we feel Hayley Williams today? I always feel Hayley Williams, son. We can always listen to Hayley. We worship Hayley. That's okay. Oh, that's a big burp. Good boy. Get that out. Give us some toots, maybe. Get whatever's in you out, bud. Then we can play our game today. Maybe Mama could smoke some pot. Yeah, get those burps out. We're giving tummy rubs to music, everybody. He counter surfs. Yep. Can only go up. Hello, Phoenix. How are you, love? Party bar. Ooh, yay, I bought a dress last night for my sister's wedding. Where did you buy it from? Hatax, thank you for streaking, love. We're patting out some burps and some toots because my pup has a belly gut. He's got a bubble gut. We're gonna get him. We're gonna get him out, okay? Yeah. That's my boy. That's such a good boy. You know what? Honestly, Mike, after 10 years, 10 plus years of not buying myself clothes because I can't afford sustainable, like environmentally conscious clothes, I don't know, dude. I say buy the fast fashion and live life. Hedonism rules. What the fuck are we to do? I can't afford $100 t-shirts. I agree. Fast fashion for an event dress is perfectly fine. I think fast fashion where it's shitty and not worth the investment is when the clothes, it's something you're going to wear constantly, so the more you wash it, it just breaks down and it's going to end up in a landfill. But a fucking party dress or a wedding dress? My gosh. Enjoy yourself and get something cute that doesn't break your fucking bank, in my opinion. Are you the best boy? Oh, the breathing heavy. We're gonna get we're gonna get a cramp here soon. We okay, Bubba? I know. Every once in a while, it's only him. Well, Lil might get him, but she doesn't act like a big baby about it. He gets these bubble guts, and I have to massage his belly. I mean, I don't have to. I do because I love him, and it helps. But we massage that belly. We're gonna get those poops out, okay? Oh, we're gonna cry. If he starts crying, don't freak out. It's just because he's got a bad bubble gut. It's okay, Bubba. It's okay. We're gonna get it. You got a bad poop in there, huh? Yeah. Rubbing that belly. He's so tense. We're gonna get that bubble. We're gonna get it, okay? We're gonna get those bubble guts out, and then you're gonna be my happy boy. My annoyingly happy boy. Yeah. Such a good boy. Stomach go blah, blah, blah. You know what's actually the sign of bubble guts is no blah, blah, blah. Belly tones, abdominal tones, we listen to them with a stethoscope. And when there's no abdominal tone, that's when we get worried because it means your digestive system isn't moving like it should. You should always have some gurgles. Oh, is it still drowning me out, V? I'll fix it in a sec. Are we gonna get it, bum? Oh, does that feel good? Yeah, that's my boy. Get those bubble tums out, okay? I want to click your dress real bad, mate. That's my boy. Oh, that's such a good boy. You gonna have a big toot for me? Are you feeling better? A little bit? Yeah, I know. Bubba. I breathe heavy too. Crossroads was really good. I was shocked. Not that I didn't think anything. I was just shocked. So that I'd never seen it before. In movie night. It was the third movie? Or what one was it? I don't know. We got 2 bonus movies last night and I can't remember. No, don't hump your brother right now. Oh, his tail's wagging though. Oh, Bubba, are we feeling better? Are you feeling better? That was a little wag. Just a little. My boy. Such a boy. It feels really weird that I didn't even know the Super Bowl was happening today, and it's the Seahawks. I have Seahawks jerseys somewhere. I was a hawk. Before I was an eagle, I stumbled like a hawk. But I just am so checked out of football anymore. It's weird. I know. I played fantasy football. I was hardcore. We're having a little tummy rub. Sorry, guys. My dog is sick or something. What time is the game? You guys will have to tell me if there's any good ads. There hasn't been in years, so I don't really have very high hopes. I went to the grocery store and I was like, why are the shelves empty? This store is rarely... Oh, Super Bowl. The 2 things that will empty the grocery store, an environmental catastrophe and the Super Bowl. So 4:30? Okay, cool. I probably won't watch because I don't care. Hey, my boy, are you feeling better? I don't like that your tail is down. That's my boy. Green Day performing at 6 p.m. Eastern. What are they? Okay. American Idiot? Like, what are they going to do? Same shit they did when American Idiot came out. Gasp. Okay. I'm not a massive Green Day fan. I liked, Dookie. They had a few good songs back, but like anything past that, anything past the year 2000, I'm good. They have a tendency to absolute trash chump during the short term between songs. A lot of famous people are doing it, and I just don't see how that's doing anything yet. But, like, I'm ready to be proven wrong. Mark Ruffalo spoke out against ICE, got fired by Disney. I don't know. Famous people tend to, like, speak out and, like, fuck all happens. I don't know. But I'm here for it. Like, speak out. There's nothing about the stupid bowl that I care about. Yeah. I'm having like 2 people over and all we're going to have to do is have a Super Bowl on and play computer. Literally. Yeah. That's all anyone really did back in the day. I liked it because it was an excuse to cook, and I would cook for a bunch of people. I'm totally about people bad-mouthing the government. I don't know. I'm not a, like, trying to think of how to say what I want to say. Everybody's bad-mouthing the government all the time. Like, it's just not very, like, original, like, this is, bad-mouthing the government isn't, like, enough for me to be like, oh my God, now I like Green Day. But, like, sure. They're not the worst halftime show. But I'm proud. He is not. He's still scheduled for Doomsday and Secret Wars. Okay, cool. So that was just like, oh, it's just his role in She-Hulk was cut. And that probably had nothing to do with what he said. Then. If he's not cut from everything, it probably had nothing. That was just probably sensationalism. Balls and penises are way more fun than footballs. But I theoretically, allegedly think that all those people playing with balls all day are definitely playing with each other's balls. And it's all just a thinly veiled cloaking system to be like, I'm a man and I like football. Oh, daddy, football. Sorry about that. I'm sorry, that was gross. That was so gross. Mom is so gross. Are you feeling better? Oh, Baba. This is a boy. This is a baby boy. I've never seen Bad Bunny or heard him. I thought Bad Bunny was a girl until that movie, The Bubble, and they make a side joke about how Bad Bunny was a lovely lad or chap, and I was like, oh shit, okay. No. And Bill's back here like, Mom, touch me, please, give me this much attention, I hurt too. See, I love Bullet Train. I have no idea who he is in that, though. I've seen Bullet Train many times. I really like that movie. Look at her. You see her desperately trying to get pet back here? My boy. I'm sorry your tum-tum's fucked up. The wedding dude, curly black hair. I gotta look him up. Bad Bunny. Well, that's a pretty man. Okay. I see you. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I get it. I'd let him drown in me. That'd be fine. Was She-Hulk being one of the shows that didn't go well? You know, superhero movies, the further they keep, the more they do, the more they're all just the Expendables at the end of the day. They have to stop. It has to stop. They're just shitty movies, veiled in lots of money and big booms. I'm done. Over superheroes. Don't give a fuck. Give me a real superhero. Give me someone who goes out on the streets and just starts decking ice. I would like to see that. How come I don't see videos like that going viral? Stop. Stop. Sorry. Needles. You cannot be jumping on me when there's needles abound, baby girl. Oh, do you guys want to see something gross? Nothing? Okay, maybe it's not that bad. Oh, no, it's bad. The grease from my dog. No, you can't. Do you see the little balled up black shit? I'm gonna go wash my hands. I'll be right back. I need to get my dogs baths already. Yep. It's only been like, what, 2 weeks since they got groomed? Bath time. That's what that means. Disgusting. Cheers, everybody. I want to look at Mite's dress. Did I miss it? That was so long sitting with a green dog. Fuck, I missed it. Mite, do you still have a link of your dress that I could look at? I can't scroll that far in chat, but I definitely wanted to take a peek-sees. I just got overwhelmed with Poodle. I left the door open so he can go out and shit if he needs to. My nose itches. Believe it or not, now that the Punisher has returned to Marvel canon, that's absolutely possible in the MCU. The Punisher would go out and slaughter ICE. Good, good. Do you think that they would do... I'd watch it. Most shows adaptations need the 5-ish seasons for the balance of depth and fun. I kind of feel the same, and then they can't go really beyond like 7. I feel like 7's the golden season where either you go out with a bang or you become supernatural and
Hail Satan.
all you do is talk about God and Jesus for like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 seasons in a row. There's no story that can be stretched out that far and be told well. I totally understand that. Yeah. Ooh, thank you, Mike. That's where the open door ends, is if they do that shit. Mrs. Ma'am, I'll fucking kill you! I have new stupid neighbors who like to go out in their yard and talk to my dogs, and I secretly hope they think I'm yelling at them whenever I yell things like that, so I keep yelling more absurd things like, I will peel off your skin and wear it! Because my dogs just hear, Mom's angry, but my neighbors hear that. I'm gonna empty this fucking neighborhood. Don't talk. This is a stunning dress, by the way. I want it. That's so pretty. That's such a perfect dress for a May wedding. That's really pretty. Dude, the other day, I don't know what the fuck was going on. I'm just gonna tell you what I heard. Hey, hi, hello. I just want to talk. Hey, hi, hello, hi. I just want to talk. Do you want, hello, on my neighbor's door for like 20 minutes straight. I hope they contract something that ends them. I don't know. Fuck people like that. I just don't want it. Yeah, I don't want. No, it was happening in a neighbor's house. That's just how condensed my neighborhood is. I can hear everything. And it was just coming through my window so loudly that this person would not stop. And that whoever was in the house definitely didn't want to open their door and let anyone in because they just didn't for a very long time. And I was like, I'm
gonna die in this house.
I think I'm gonna die in this house.
Why do people outside? Do you realize how horrible you are? Get the fuck inside and do your peopling in there. Fuck. No, none of us want to deal with you. Out. Let's play a game. Are you gonna be a bitch? You gonna go get your brother? Go get him. Go get your brother. Go get him. Go get him. She just looks at me like, not one brain cell working. Oh, she left. She's gonna go get him. I have that too. I have a huge do not knock, we work from home red sign on my front door. On both. I have a screen door and a door. It's on both because people like to ignore the one. I mean, they're ignoring all of them and people still knock constantly. Which is, I mean, if you've ever heard when my dogs light up and I say something horrible, I am secretly hoping whoever knocked on my door hears it. Things like, I'll fucking kill you. You'll never knock on my door again. And I didn't really do anything. So like, you know what I'm saying? The next time a solicitor knocks on your door, don't open it. Just scream something horrible like, I love peeling people alive! And they will never, ever come. They'll never come back. Blacklist yourself. It's the best. I grew up in the middle of fucking nowhere where just people respected each other's property and privacy. And for some reason, living in a neighborhood, there is a good 30 feet of land between my front door and like the sidewalk. But because it's in the front of my house and not fenced in, that's just open. People are just like, oh, I can just walk across that up to your door and knock on it. What? I'm so sorry, but where I was raised, you step foot on my property and I'm pulling out a gun and asking you why the fuck you're there. I'm not going to do that, but I want to. I think about it. Go away. People that live in neighborhoods, I'm here to tell you, the rest of us don't like it. Stop it. It's weird what you're doing. You have to stop. You have to. You're driving us fucking crazy. My favorite is that not just professionals, but like professionals come around and knock on your door throughout the day. Like, oh, we'll landscape your yard for thousands of dollars. I'm sorry, but there's never been a point in my life where someone knocked on my door and within 30 seconds of meeting them, I considered dropping thousands of dollars on fuck all. On literally anything ever. You're not doing it. That's what I get. And then you get these fucking entitled little chode youths that are like, I'll shovel your sidewalk snow for like $50. Bitch, I don't make $50 a day. You're not getting $50 for shoveling snow off of 13 feet of sidewalk. I don't fucking think so. How old are you? And push him down the sidewalk. And then I close my door. What the fuck is going on? That's insane. People are insane. Where is that scope? Where is your scope? That's not what you're worth. You're not worth that. Sorry. You and your shovel. Nobody really knocks on our house other than the neighbors. We had some Jesus people once, but we answered the door, so they never came back. That's what's up. That's what's up right there. So glad I live rural. Someone comes on my property, they better be ready. I will be a type of crazy. Same. I'll chase you. I mean, that's the future. I'll chase you off with a fucking broom. There's a reason why I have a bunch of pythons in my doorway. So when I open my front door to people, they just see 3 6-foot to 12-foot pythons. Don't come here. You're not welcome. Go away. Lots of spiders. What do you mean? Like in general or like... I don't know how detailed you want me to get. I don't want to like freak you out. I have spiders. What do you mean? Kids in my neighborhood want $75 to mow my lawn. I get a professional to do it for $60. Yeah. I don't like your kids enough. I had a kid try to do that here in NYC. I pointed to the snowblower nozzle at him and said, go away. Yes, they need to learn. Go get a job. I know. I just wanted to ensure that they were there. Oh, yes. Literally. So like, this is my front door. Behind these pictures, there's a front door. So you look, this is how you would walk in. This is my couch. Right here is 3 tanks of 13-foot pythons. So you walk in and that's your view right here. And then if you so fucking choose to turn this way towards my desk, there's 2 bookshelves just covered in tarantulas. And my walls are covered in their dead bodies, mounted. You're really brave to bust into this house if you want to. Really brave. You're just making it so far into the house. What you need to do is have a tank you keep empty. I have 3 empty tanks. What do you mean? I wish, Nick, dude, it's actually freakishly warm. We might be able to, actually. I was going to say because it's still winter, but it's so warm. I'm wearing shorts. Only time I let grass grow to the point it was bad was because Mother Nature couldn't decide its raining pattern. I feel that. As you answer the door, have you seen my python? Oh. I do have a lot of empty tanks. I mean, that's the thing that, honestly, that bugs most people about owning tarantulas is that tanks look empty. Like, it looks like I have, like, 15 plexiglass cubes of dirt. And unless you really know what you're looking at, you wouldn't see a tarantula. It's what I like. I mean, honestly, you just tell people you got a bird eater and that gets them out. People really think the bigger the spider, the scarier. If you're outside of the fucking snowblower, 90% done with that property, why the fuck would you want to hire a kid for 50? Because you feel bad because the kids. Which is crazy because parents aren't making that much right now. How do these teenagers get so out of scope when like half of the adults of the world can't afford a home? That's crazy. I love tarantulas and love my spiders and I love my bird eater. He is the most timid little baby ever. Hold on. My dogs are barking at something. 1 second. We still barking? Okay, we're not barking. We're fine. I love spiders. Man, bugs. I like bugs in general. Spiders are just like, I feel that arachnids and spiders in general are some of the most easy to keep as a pet, quote unquote, because they require such little care. Most insects fly, you know? So like taking something whose home is the sky and putting it in a box is really fucked up. Not my favorite thing to do in the whole world. Spiders, on the other hand, most tarantulas dig a hole in the ground and live in it for 25 years. They never move. They don't want to move. They don't give a fuck. They wait for food to fall down their hole and they're good to go. Therefore, like putting one in a box with a bunch of dirt and letting it dig a hole to live in the rest of its life and just throwing cheeseburgers down the hole doesn't feel cruel. And it's really easy and they require such little care. Like, Trusty, thank you so much for subbing to the class, keeping the classy alive and giving any swings. It's a really fucking long time, and I appreciate you. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways, because nothing is sexier than pure sober consent. My GBB's been hanging in a corner for like 3 weeks. I get that. Most of mine are being the most boring. I can't even see most of my spiders right now because they're hiding. One of them is out. One of my Dolichotheliae diamantinensis is out. So I should probably go get her a cricket or something. But most of them are just dug in holes, or they like borderline look dead because it's cold. So they're just kind of like, ugh. It's very weird. Darth Maul's been active. I thought Darth Maul's grew pretty fast. Ugh, I'm so jelly. I'm so jelly. Mine have not. I mean, I can see the Dolicho, but the thing about my spiders is I always give a warning. So don't worry. I never ever pull a spider out surprise. We never do a surprise feeding. That's impossible. I don't have anything to feed them. But I never do surprise spiders. I don't believe in scaring people with my pets. I think that's really fucking gross. And I think if you're one of those people who likes to scare people with your pets, I think that's really fucking gross. That's weird. Like, scare the strangers trying to break into your house with your pets, but not your friends. That's weird. One of my friends is scared of spiders, unfortunately, while we were I mean, I can understand being scared of them. But if we took forth the, like, you know, if we went through life with the notion that, like, because I am afraid of something, I have the right to kill it, we would all be ice. So I encourage you and your friends and brethren to stop squishing spiders because it makes you ice agents, essentially. Stop it. They can't hurt you. The last time someone died from a black widow bite, I fuck you not, was over 100 years ago. It was like 112 years ago was the last recorded death from a black widow. And that's like the biggest worry you really got in our country. You don't gotta squish them. Cheers. The blue worms, hornworms. My wife pretends they don't exist and they live in my office. Zach you know what's funny is of all the things in my house, Zach is the most bothered by my cockroaches. And he has no, I can't trust you guys. Would you guys keep the secret? They're so much closer to him than he ever knows, but I can't tell him because he's like afraid of cockroaches. Of all the things in my house, it's the roaches he's scared of. Ooh, Goth, this is Sleep Token. If you didn't know, they're amazing. If you do know, congrats, they're great. He's physically close, yeah. I don't know. I don't know if he knows or has any idea. He probably just doesn't think about it because it freaks him out. But I have, those giant, like one of these giant black totes that are like 30-something gallon. I have one literally like less than 20 feet away from me right now that's just a cockroach and isopod colony inside of it. And it's like right next to the treadmill. He's walking past it all the time. He's within its vicinity all the time. And I don't have the heart to tell him, like, that's full of food. I actually haven't looked in it in like a month. I should look soon. Hello, Have Love. How are you? Excuse me. Phoenix, I always feel bad when I accidentally kill a spider. I crushed one in my garden this summer with a rock on accident. I haven't stopped talking about it. That was months ago. That was last summer. And it's still, I felt so fucking bad. This big old beautiful spider was just going about his business, living his life, and me coming around, I had to move a rock aesthetically and I accidentally crushed him and it's still haunting me. I'm right there with you, man. Do you have a good place to get spooters from? I know you talked about breeders in the spider bug community before. Is there one you recommend? Fear Not tarantulas is a really good one. Fear Not is like, I think one of the most prolific. If not Fear Not tarantulas, honestly, go on Morph Market and you can look through and it's just like your everyday people like you and me who accidentally bred some spiders or something selling babies, and they tend to be like really inexpensive, a lot better prices. You'll get a free one. Because they have tons and they just want to get, like most of my tarantulas I got for free. Lots of jumping spiders and stuff on there. You can also filter by, which I highly suggest, very much, like I almost push and insist. You filter by domestically bred and not wild caught. WC will be how it's labeled. That means they went into nature and grabbed an animal and put it in a box. Icky no. We do not support that here, period. Domestically produced, domestically bred, whatever. There's a million terms. Basically, buy a spider from someone who bred it here in the States, not someone who flew abroad and smuggled spiders out of their natural habitat to sell to dumb Americans. Don't do that. Poopy, icky, yuck. I have had 100% success rate with Fear Not. Yeah, I've never had a dead spider show up before. Genuinely, had 100%. They're great. They care. They care so much. So get this. So obviously baby spiders are really small, so lots get out. When they find baby tarantulas that somehow escaped and are just like living in the shop that they sell all their tarantulas out of, they sell them as mystery tarantulas. They don't kill them, they don't cull them, they don't do anything. They very gently capture the little babies that got loose wherever they are. And basically what they do is if they found it living on the ground, they sell it to you as a terrestrial tarantula. They don't know what species, but it's terrestrial. If they found it living in the corner of a ceiling, they'll sell it to you as arboreal. That's all you get to know. But I love that because I think every life matters. Snail shells kill me. I can't stand it. It's so sad. I really like them. And you know what's sad, Goth, is some people in the metal scene have been like, in my personal opinion, allegedly, a little pretentious when it comes to Sleep Token. And they're like, oh, they're a little soft. Like, I don't know. And I'm like, just because some metal goes mainstream, and by mainstream, I mean gets popular, is on the radio, and makes some money, doesn't suddenly make it not metal. And I feel that there's some pretentious fans who like to do that, and I don't think they realize what they're doing. But, you know, the moment someone becomes a little bit more mainstream, that's not actually metal. Like, okay, what the fuck does that mean? I don't like that attitude. It's weird. It's like, it's, what's the, gatekeeping? Gatekeeping crap? Fuck off. I'm very happy that metal bands of mine have gotten success and money. Good for them. Maybe they can buy something nice. Proven breeder means that they have bred that spider before, not necessarily that it was domestically produced, though. Spooder love, what's that? Ghost had a lot of that too because they also sounded different, 100%. And they'll come up with any reason. They'll be like, no, it's not because they got famous. It's because some other reason, but it's always you'll never hear anyone say that about Children of Bodom or something. No one's out there like, well, Cannibal Corpse isn't exactly metal because... No, because they haven't become main... I mean, everybody knows Cannibal Corpse because fuck with a knife. They're fucking hilarious. But, you know what I'm saying? You'll come up with any experience, but it's really just you're a little jelly because they got some money. It's like how people love to go after Metallica. I don't like anything that came out after, like, the Black Album either. Fuck off. That doesn't mean it's bad. Proven Breeder's a label, all right. Proven Breeder was my nickname in college. Jesus fucking Christ. Is it not in the filters? Just look for it. It should be. There should be some sort of label. I'm going to look for you because I want to make sure you're not. I know you, Jade. I know you don't want to buy something that was stolen out of nature. I'm going to find it for you. We're going to do it. Captive bred or captive hatch-born. Captive hatch-born. What does that mean? Did they steal an egg sac out of nature? Bloodsport. Have you heard Jaws? Just show me those pretty white jaws. Oh my God. While I look for this. Sounds like ice. Yeah, it does when you're kidnapping babies. Yeah. I also know a lot of these, you know, like the sellers and stuff on here. I don't know all of them, though. Let's see. Ooh. Let's see. Yeah, so where it says origin, captive bred, that's what you always want to see, because that means it was bred and birthed here in the States. I'm making sure this isn't showing any weird information in mine, because I do use this, and they ship things to my home. Right there. But I didn't know you couldn't filter by that, so that sucks. But origin, captive bred, that's what you definitely want to look for. I picked the cutest little baby dwarf tarantula I could. It had a literal heart on its butt. What do you want from me? I haven't heard anything bad about tarantula spiders. I've heard good things. I haven't heard anything bad about them. I've never had any bad luck. The clacking reminds me of those. Oh, it is called Jaws, which is about teeth. Show me those pretty white jaws. Show me all the things you've lost. Ugh. And then alkaline. I mean, come on. I could go on forever. I don't know. I don't like gatekeeping music. I agree 100%. I very much dislike the idea of gatekeeping things like goth, punk, metal, whatever you have. All these things can be expressed and appreciated in literally billions of ways. Yes, goth doesn't need to be all black all day. It can be casual. Metal can have rap and Latin beats. All of art is like this. Amen. Hallelujah. Fucking cheers. Couldn't say it better myself. Shit is there to be enjoyed. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean it's bad. Cheers. We don't yuck harmless yums. It's just not my kink. Yeah. Never. Do people breed tarantulas like dog breeds, or are they not compatible that way? So in nature, never. Tarantulas will not cross over because most tarantulas are who they are and they are what they are because of where they live. So like, for instance, there's a really beautiful, man, if you're not afraid, Google this one. It's called the Indian sapphire tarantula, or like the, sapphire, oh God, what's the other one they called it? It's a Poecilotheria metallica, P-O-E-C-I, P-C-I-L, L-O-T-H-E-R-I-A, Poecilotheria metallica. It's inarguably one of the most beautiful tarantulas that have ever existed in all of time. It's neon, literally, it's kind of exactly the color of my hair, actually. I am Poecilotheria blue. It's Poecilotheria blue with yellow, neon yellow banding on its legs. And it is from, like, literally a 15-mile, square mile radius area in India. Goody, India. Goody sapphire is what they call it. The Goody sapphire. G-O-O-T-Y. And Kills just spelt it out in chat. If you want to Google it, it is. I won't pull it up because, again, no surprise. I don't want to surprise you guys. That one was a one-off. It's literally one of the most beautiful tarantulas ever, but it only exists in this 15-mile radius, and it is critically endangered right now. I think there's like under 100 left in the wild because they clear-cut the area. Someone clear-cut it for something, for like coffee beans or something terrible. I don't know. It's really sad. So tarantulas don't, the moral of this story, tarantulas don't crossbreed because they just don't do. It doesn't even happen by chance. Tarantulas tend to not live in the same zones. They tend to be very, very hyper-specific to wherever you find them. So then the tarantula is really only going to run into its own species. In the trade, however, yes, and it's a problem, and it's something we highly, 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 highly discourage against, which is why you want to definitely go with reputable breeders or people that have good ratings on Morph Market, things like that, because there are similar species that look really similar, but one is very common and very cheap, and one is very uncommon, very expensive. And so they will sell very cheap one as the really uncommon one because when they're babies, they're almost, literally indecipherable. Indecipherable? Yeah, that's the word. Grammostola pulchra is one that I'm thinking of. They can live to 35 years. They're called the black lab of tarantulas because they're one of the most docile, wonderful, cute little spiders you'll ever own in your whole life. I own two, Meg and it's, well, yeah. It's Pequeño Ponyo, technically. Is his name, but Greg. We have Meg and Greg. And those are those are called the Mexican black tarantula or whatever. And then there's a couple other that are also Mexican black tarantulas that are just a totally different species and genetically 100% different. And they'll sell them as one. And then we get people crossbreeding them on accident and shit like that. And it's just something that we like heavily, heavily, heavily discourage against. And shame, basically. I don't know how to put that. Like, shun. We shun it. That's it. It's possible, but it's deeply disadvantageous to the spider. And I think because the tarantula trade is so new still, we've all been in the exotics for quite some time. And in the exotic world, i.e. geckos and snakes, what has happened is the people who perpetuated the trade perpetuated inbreeding snakes until you get the perfect one you're looking for. And I think we as tarantula keepers are very much like, love the shit out of nature and stop fucking with it. And because we watched them do that to like ball pythons, for instance, could just go Google it. The sheer amount of fucking ball pythons out there are disgusting, to the point where people are culling mass amounts of ball pythons because you have to breed 1,000 to get a pure white one with a smiley face emoji on its back that you can now sell for $10,000. But all the life you're creating and culling to get to do this, I think is really gross. And I think people in the invertebrates, we've all watched that happen for the past 20 years, and we're all just like, absolutely not. So that was a really long answer. Does that make sense? Think I need to see a specialist. Recently went to the doctor about an issue with my hearing. He goes, can you describe the symptoms? I thought it was an odd question, but answered, well, Homer's the bald dude, Marge has blue hair. How dare you, you bastard. I think I've gotten 1 or 2 spiders off Morph Market, but Morph Market mostly for me has been my lizards, my geckos. That's where I got my first couple geckos that turned into 11. I have a lot of pets. They take up a lot of my time. You can keep Velvet Ants as pets. You can keep Black Widows as pets. You can keep the Australian funnel web spider, which is arguably the worst and most deadly bite in the world. You can keep that as a pet if you want. I kept what I thought was going to be 3 deadly scorpions as pets for a while. She says as she has a traumatic flashback to the thousands of baby scorpions she ended up having. They could still be in my house. I don't know. And the reason, I mean, I feel like I'm being like cryptic, but if you look up like neurological diseases and things with ball pythons, it's something that if you look into like genetics and shit like that, there's a lot of shit that goes on where we should not be playing God in genetics, and we do because it's animals and it's bugs and nobody cares. Look, we get pugs this way, right? We shouldn't be doing this. So what happened with ball pythons is people realized that you could breed ball pythons really easily, really quickly, and have a really fast turnaround for trying to get the ball python of a color variety or a what they call a morph market. What they call a morph really quickly. But you end up with a shit ton of normal ball pythons, which either go to Petco for sale or they get culled. And like I've told you guys the problem with Great Danes, right? There are a lot of problems with Great Danes. But one of the most prolific problems is that people love white shit. I don't know why, but they love white shit. So people were like, I really want a white Great Dane with blue eyes. Sky blue eyes. Pure white with white blue eyes. So the breeders were like, all right, we can do that. So they hyperbred, and they started getting pure white Great Danes with blue eyes. But because we're playing God and we don't know what the fuck we're doing with genetics, because we still don't even understand the basic fucking genome, let alone the mirror image we just found like 5 years ago of the thing, the allele that has the code for white fur and blue eyes also inevitably always has deaf or blind on it. So 100% of the puppies born pure white with blue eyes will be either deaf, blind, or both. So what the breeders would do is they would sell it to you really young and stupid and floppy before you realize the problem is, and people that want white shit tend to be very shallow, terrible people. So then once the dog grew up and they realized it was deaf and blind, they would then abandon it at a shelter. Fucking source, I know a lady in Maryland who runs one of these rescues for these dogs. It's fucking terrible. And this ends up happening with snakes as well. So for instance, if you look up a spider ball python, you do not ever buy one. Don't even fucking stop it. What happens is if you get the physical morph to be a spider ball python, you also get a python that can't do this. It does this forever. It has, because the allele for that cool color of scales with one stripe down the back inevitably also has a neurological disorder that makes it so the snake doesn't know what's up and down and it moves like a fucking corkscrew the rest of its life. Therefore, it cannot strike food. It can't eat. You have to pry its jaws open and force feed it the rest of its fucking life. So they just mass breed these snakes. You buy them when they're itty bitty cute little babies right out of the egg, and they're so cute, and you have no fucking idea, and it's called a spider ball python. That's like super chill, and oh my god, look at the cool morph I picked up for $800. This fucking starves to death and it dies. And this keeps fucking happening, but because people don't give a fuck about reptiles or bugs, it's fine. Do it to a dog, and people will fucking flip out. Unless it's a pug. Look at pugs' faces. So, spider people, we saw that happen over and over, and once the spider thing started happening, I think a lot of us in the group just collectively were like, that's a really bad idea, and I think we should all be violently against what they're doing to animals, because oh my fucking God. Like, it's just terrible. It's just terrible if you see these snakes with these neurological disorders. Seeing a snake that without human intervention, i.e. prying its jaws open and actually force-feeding rats down its throat, it would just die because it tries to strike and goes sideways. They literally look at you and would do that over and over and over. It's horrific to watch. For the look of a snake. People suck. I'm loading a bowl. Cheers. Oh my God, Tech. Have I ever told you that's what Zach used to, that was, so you know, we narrate our dogs because I don't think any dog owner doesn't fucking narrate their dogs. But Millie, my pug, first of her name, bless her, the royal mistress of my life, she was just the most haggard creature at the end. Cause like already a pug, right? So like she was like the best of the pugs though, really. I really lucked out with her. She didn't have the wrinkle on her nose. Her nose was just long enough to flatten out right there, so she never had any sinus issues or anything. She was actually really great. But at the end, like, you know, her spine gave out. She dragged her back legs like a seal. It was terrible. And she would just, like, look at you with these glazed over blue eyes, like just beast of a creature. And Zach's narration for her was,
I was a wolf once.
as she would blindly drag her seal legs after him down the hall, he'd be like,
Yes, father, I was a wolf once. Yes, I was vicious.
I miss her. Every once in a while, pugs come across my Instagram, and I'm like, I would like to have a pug again. Are you going to lay under my desk? I moved my spiky mat so you can. Lay down. You can do it. I moved it just for you because you're feeling bad. My poor boy does not feel good. They absolutely should trouble. The problem is that's not what people want. When people think pug and want a pug, they think that fat wrinkle covering the nose, those little eyes that bulge out, and then and then when they're upset, they go because they're so fucked up they literally can't bark. That's what people want. Like, look at French bulldogs. People want this. It's wild. I love that my dogs can breathe. It's my favorite thing they do. They just breathe. Like even when they lay on my face while we're snuggling, it's the most normal breathing. It's so amazing. Dog ass product is yucky, which I mean, poodles are kind of. Excuse me. I know, Bubba. I know you don't feel good, but I don't know what I'm doing for you by just like, the door's open. I don't know what to do. Just play the game and hope for the best. Oh my God. I saw a video the other day, V, that was pretty fucking hilarious. Actually, genius. I wish I would have thought of it back when I had that kind of dog. But it was people would put them in their harness and then hang them on like a clothesline with their little feetsies. Just like, because, you know, they do that pig splay. Just like, and they go kind of stiff. And they just, did you see that one? Genius. Excuse me. Ow. Come on. You guys. I don't know what's going on today. But it has to stop. You're very annoying. I love you. But, like, I'm not helping you by whatever you're doing. Look at him. He's so fucking distraught by me. You mean miniature pinchers? Mini pins? You know what's funny is I don't think they're actually a Doberman Pinscher or have anything to do with Doberman Pinschers. I think they just look like a miniature version of one. My hound used to howl in my ear. That's kind of adorable, though. I can't help you. You just need to go take a shit. I'm sorry. The door is open. I left it for you. I love my dogs. Cheers. Kills, you know, I asked my vet about that because Trick gets these tummy things. I mean, I don't know. Every couple of months, he has like a twisted tummy. What I call a twisted tummy. It's not physically twisted. But I asked the vet about it, and they actually told me, they're like, it's much more obvious when it happens. They're screaming and yiping and rolling, and it's a horrible pain. It's not just your boy having a bubble guts. I was like, okay, I was just paranoid because I've heard the same thing. I've heard about dogs, big, long dogs, for some reason, something happens where their tummy gets flipped. I love wiener dogs. Dachshunds are cute as fuck. I love all dogs. I could go on. I could name a million breeds. I can't think of a dog I wouldn't love to death. I just love them all. All of them. Yeah, same. I love them. I love Chihuahuas. I love giant dogs. I think there's shitty owners. I don't think there's shitty dogs or shitty breeds of dogs by any means. But I think some people love to put that on the dog breed. Like, oh my God, Chihuahuas are so yipey. Or maybe their owners just didn't teach them to stop yiping. It's usually big boys have a risk for flipping stomachs, so I have to familiarize myself with the symptoms. I didn't know what the symptoms were, but I've never had a dog get like these bubble guts where he has to be snuggled and have his tummy rubbed to get rid of them. Like a child. I've never had that before, so I was like, this seems too often to be normal, but my vet said it is, so. I love basset hounds. I love hounds. Are you kidding? Oh, they're so cute. Man, I have snuggled and loved a hairless Chinese crested. A la ham dog. I have loved the worst. And I have loved a poodle. I love all dogs. I think it's a poodle thing. They're just kind of pussies. I had 2 Chihuahuas growing up, and they were the most well-behaved dogs ever. I had a boss when I was a kid whose mom bred Chihuahuas, and they were a little bit bigger. They weren't like these little teacuppy things, but they were great. They were such fun, good, nice, friendly little dogs. And that was my first experience with Chihuahuas. I was like, oh my God. My parents always had like giant mutts, and that was the stereotype. You know, my dad would always say things like, you don't want one of those yappy little rat dogs. And I'm just like, our dogs never stop barking. What do you mean? Like, we have all giant dogs, and they never stop barking. I like all dogs, but I wouldn't want to live with one that I couldn't carry if it was injured, you know? That's the one downside. I've thought about that. Like, if I ever get more dogs, we'll say. I think I would want to go one size smaller than these guys. And you know what it is? It's so weird, but in my mind, Tech, I can't carry both of them at the same time out of the burning house. Have I ever been in a burning house? No. Have I ever had to do that? No. But that is my worst case scenario in my head. And I'm like, they're at that weight. 1, yes. 2, I couldn't. They're both like around, Lil, she goes between like 55 and 65 pounds, and Trick's around 75 to 85 pounds. I could not carry both at the same time, and that, like, I picture myself like an Ace Ventura situation where I would just open all the cages and be like, fly, spiders, geckos, and snakes. And then I'd be scooping my poodles because they're the ones that would need help for some reason in my head. But that is a paranoia I've had. And Zach said the same. Like, I don't want a pug size again, but I do miss that when a dog is being a little shit, let's say because there's a squirrel in the yard, and you can't get your fucking 85-pound dog inside because there's a squirrel in the yard, and with a pug, I could just do air jail. And I could still do air jail with like a 35-pound, 45-pound dog. Can't quite do it with these guys. Like, if both of them on leashes at the same time can take me if they want to. Don't tell them that. Don't let them know. But they could fucking take me. It would be terrible. But Millie, air jail. And she'd just, and I'd be like, whatever, like, over with. Bring her inside, break over, not a problem. These guys, my God, they're so big. They're so big. They're so heavy. They're so big. There is no air jail for Sully. There is no air jail. Zach can put Trick in air jail. A 2-armed situation. You know what I mean? Not me. I can't do that. Can I carry this animal in the woods if it gets hurt? Because we found, oh my God, worst fears. We found old fur traps out there. That makes my toes curl. That's terrifying. That's terrifying. That's terrifying. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's terrifying. Vito's 27. His harness has a handle, so I can just pick the stubborn boy up. That's what I'm saying. Just air jail. It's great. That is such an underrated mechanism of a tiny dog that with a big dog, especially, I mean, bless, they do it. They're hunting dogs, so they've got this crazy hunting response that, like, I didn't know any better to try to knock out of them, so it's definitely there. So if there's a squirrel in the yard, it's like, Mom, why are you dragging me away? I gotta kill that thing. It was on the land. And I'm like, I'm sorry, we have to go inside. And they're just like 80 pounds of stop. It's crazy. That moment you have to get a gym membership just to get strong enough to air jail your dogs. I don't know if I ever could. I had a 130-pound Russian wolfhound. What the fuck? Oh, the end of his life was difficult because of his size. It's the reason I didn't get another. I got Lemmy, who's a Silko windhound, and has Borzoi in him, but half the size. It just makes more sense. Your dogs are gorgeous, Jade. I love seeing your babies at nighttime when they're having snuggles. They're the cutest babies in the world, and I adore them. I just realized that curtain's open and it's just letting light in. The cool thing about having a smart breed like these guys is they kind of take care of themselves. Like, they're so smart. Whereas, like, you know, I showed you guys the other day how Trick, like, sits and waits for breakfast every morning. So properly, he just, like, sits and waits and he stares down the hall. He knows exactly when Dad's coming down and he's getting his breakfast. I think a lab would starve to death. If they couldn't find food, they wouldn't know to, like, ask for it or, like, hit the bowl or, like, find it. They would just sit there and be like, oh, there's none in it again. I must have eaten it. And then they'd, like, circle and come back and be like, oh, there's none in the bowl. I must have eaten it. And then they'd circle and come back. Oh, there's none in the bowl. I must have eaten it. Forever. I had a lot of labs growing up. They're silly, silly dumbasses. Bless their hearts. Bless them. But just, like, bless. I clean their bowls every couple of days. Not daily, but every couple of days I definitely clean their bowls. Just because I noticed, I don't know what it is. I guess maybe it's spit, but there's definitely, like, some sort of nasty buildup. And if you rinse the bowl, it is, like, hit it with water and then feel it. It is slimy. That's bacteria growing. That was enough for me. Like, I think I was just rinsing a bowl for some reason. Like, maybe I put tuna water or something onto their food, which they fucking love, like the tuna oil or something. And I was like, why? Oh, that's bacteria. I know what that is. I know what slime means. It's biofilm. Yeah. So yeah, I started cleaning them semi-regularly every couple of days. It's like twice a week, probably. I throw them through the dishwasher, honestly. Corgis, from what I've heard, I mean, Choco's like one of the sweetest dogs in the whole world. He's so friendly. He's so, like, independent, does his own thing. He's very strong-willed. Like, he has his way with the house and wants to do what he wants to do. But it's not the worst dog I've ever been around in my life, to be honest. Like, not the most willful that you can still sky jail one. Like, I imagine an 80-pound corgi would be amazingly terrible. But, like, they're just kind of like angry, fuzzy little wieners. What's the biggest dog you'd like to watch for a day but not have? Like, you're renting a dog? Irish Wolfhound. Good Bolt. I had a black lab growing up, and one memory I have is her wrapping and eating 5 pounds of Christmas chocolate and not phasing her one bit. That's miraculous. Hopefully it was low quality chocolate. That's probably what it was, right? Boogers and saliva mixed with food makes a yucky, oily film on the bowl. Our cat has the metal bowls and it's the same. Yes. It's the metal bowls and it's exactly the same. It's gross and it has to be their spit and stuff, right? Yeah, we definitely watch that shit semi-regularly. Okay, I keep wanting to start up the game, but now the dogs are outside and they're really quiet. And I'm nervous. Choco has very strong opinions. He does. He always has, though. I've known Choco for 10 years, which is insane. How old is Choco now? 13? 14? God, that's weird. I met Choco when Choco was a BB. Same dog, though. Like, literally the same dog. That's wild. I still can't believe Dan and I have been around this long. It's fucking crazy. The suspicious, yeah. Really silent. Okay. I'm going to get the game going and then I'm going to go check on them and get them in here because I don't trust them. We've been playing Claire Obscure, guys, and it's one of the best games I've ever played in my whole fucking life. I don't know. It's great. Like, I deeply want to go grind those void hands things. That, I want to go grind those hands is something I didn't think I'd say out loud today. Still stands. The game is great. It's so good. I don't know. That's it. I don't have a lot of opinions other than it's fan-fucking-tastic. I'm going to go grab my... I'm not going anywhere. He pushes into me like I'm going to push him off of me. I have never. I always let you leave. I always let you choose. We hear something. Is that Dad? I'm gonna pee in BRB, just like... PS4 controllers seem to last a long time. 5+! That's really good. I wear out, these two. I don't know why, but the right trigger and bumper, they almost always die. And then my joystick starts to develop an uncorrectable drift. Almost inevitably. I've tried to replace them, Jade. You literally have to crack the entire controller apart in half to do it. And it really compromises like the structural integrity of the controller so fucking much. I don't think it really extended the life of my last controller anymore because I ended up getting this one. But I've had this blue one for a while. I think Trouble bought me this, and I don't know how long ago because it's been that long. It's a great controller though. I think the stick drift is inevitable in in all Xbox controllers. I've never not had it. That's not saying a lot, but I've literally never not had that fucking drift with Xbox controllers. It's always there, and it drives me nuts. Okay, BRB, I'm gonna shit my dog. Okay. So he definitely has bubble guts. I went to tell Zach, and Zach's like, oh yeah, I had to wipe his nasty ass this morning. I was like, okay. Well then. My bad. Every 9 months. Damn. Does anyone know any off-brand controllers that are like solidly made? Because every off-brand I've ever picked up just feels lightweight and plastic. And I like some heft in my controller. Power A, 8-bit do. I shall investigate them. My dogs fucking catch this cord and my controller goes flying across this place more often than I'd like to admit. And that's not something I can avoid. That's just the life I lead with dogs. So I need a controller that is hardy enough to do that. Hold on one sec. Making sure both dogs were in here. Fly Digi? Got him. Pretty colors is very important. I also have to agree. Man, I spent, I don't want to say